Hello and welcome back to Grace.Filled. Good morning, my beautiful friends. I am so excited to be back with you guys for another video. I know. I've been seeing it for like 7 years and it never gets old. Like, it's the absolute truth. So today is like a homemaking diary, and I just want to share from my heart a lot of things. I want to just first of all say how thankful I am for you. Like, you deserve the rounds of applause. You guys are amazing. You guys blow me away with the comments. You guys are so supportive, so loving, so encouraging, and it's such a breath of life. It's such a breath of, oh, I feel just emotional talking about it, because I haven't always been celebrated. And when I started this channel 7 years ago, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video, my journey. We're going to talk about the gifts that some of you guys have given me. We're going to talk about where I'm going. It's just to sit down, chat with me. So just grab some tea or some water and let's just talk for a minute. I have really struggled a lot in my life because I'm that church girl, right? I was the one who asked too many questions. I was the one who thought I knew it all. I had all the answers, right? I studied, I knew all the stuff. And that has been a beautiful thing for my spiritual life and my spiritual walk. But it honestly hasn't always been easy for me as a person. And what I've always found is I was too this or too that. I was not enough this or too much of this for everybody and every single group. So the churchy people loved me because they love my spirit, and I'm a server and I'm humble and I'll do whatever needs to be done. But then there's another part of me that's this homeschool lady, right? At a time where I wasn't seeing brown women homeschool their children. There's this part of me that's like natural and organic and crunchy and granola and like natural births, like water births for 10 and 11 pound babies. What? Yes, I did that. I nursed all of my kids almost 2 years each. So there's this other, and vegetarian, vegan for probably the last 13 years. And so there's a lot of people who want the vegan, working out, running, holistic part of me, but they don't want the churchy part of me. They don't want the faith. They don't want my walk with Yeshua. And then there's the people that want the faith, but they don't want to hear about eating right. Your body's a temple. They don't want to hear about exercising. They want to hear about breastfeeding and baby wearing and all these things. And so I found myself without a community. And so I felt myself without a home. And I felt myself just crying out before the Lord, saying, Abba, Father, like, help me. Like, I'm really struggling with this. I don't have family support and help. I'm doing this alone. No one's watching my kids. No one's, helping me with these kids. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Now I have a daycare and I am helping other people with their kids. And I'm like, but Father, who's teaching me? Who's encouraging me? Who's strengthening me? Who's walking with me? And I'll never forget it. And I'm going somewhere. Just stay tuned another minute. And the Holy Spirit said, what it is that you need, that's what I'm calling you to be. That's what I want you to be. I want you to be to others what you've needed and what you've wanted for yourself. And I was like, what? That ain't what I asked for. That's not what I said. That's not what I had in mind. That's not what I wanted. But okay, Lord, nonetheless. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? And I kid you not, He laid it on my heart to start a YouTube channel. I had no idea anything about YouTube. I just recently posted to my community page my first YouTube video. Oh my goodness. The lighting was horrible. The background was horrible. The camera was in my face. And I didn't want to delete anything or change anything. I didn't have a description. I didn't have a tag. I didn't have a thumbnail. I didn't have anything. But my goodness, can you see like My heart poured forth in that video. I looked a hot mess. I just finished working out. I was about to go to bed and I looked terrible. My hair was, it's all over the place now too, but hey, I just made the video. And when I look back, like oh my goodness, like it's like, wow. Sometimes I shock myself when I go back and I rewatch these videos. And so to fast forward it, it has not been an easy journey, but it's certainly been worth it. I've had so many frustrating moments like, Lord, how am I supposed to grow this thing? What am I supposed to do? How do I get these thumbnails? And how do I get the volume? All these things and the lighting. It was so much. And I'm not a techie person. So you got to understand that he asked me to do something that was a challenge for me. He completely stretched me out of my comfort zone. He completely stretched my faith. And I said, okay, Lord, I'll do it. I didn't have any answers. I didn't even know the question to even get an answer. I had no idea what I was doing. At his word, I let down my net. So many times it seemed like I caught no fish. And I wondered, why am I doing this? Just real talk. Just a heart to heart. It's a diary here. And I would keep getting these encouraging messages like, thank you for this, da 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 da. And the messages would just touch my heart every single time. And here lately, you guys have been leaving me the most amazing comments, and I am so grateful. I finally got monetized, and I finally made it to 5,000 subscribers, and I am so thankful. Oh my goodness, I was like almost at that 5,000 mark for a really long time. And recently I was about, let's just say 100 subscribers away from that 5,000 mark. I think it was 80 to be exact. But my friend Angel over at Habits of a Homemaker, whom I love so much, my beautiful dear sister, she shared one of my videos and I got like 177 subscribers. Like YouTube can show you the analytics and stuff. And I was like, wow. And so she's like, you're gonna get those subscribers today, sister. But what she didn't know at the time was that was a really hard day, and it was truly the Holy Spirit leading her to do that, because that was the day the Lord told me to take a pause on college. And I was hurt. I was like, oh no, I'm doing good. I've worked so hard. I've been working hard. This is a dream of mine. This is what I want to do, Lord. It was just such a hard, and we just kept wrestling back and forth. And even though we were paying for internet, there was probably like 3 to 4 weeks where I did not even have internet. And I was paying for it. And I'm going to an online college, mind you. And finally, when I thought I wasn't going to win the fight, I said, okay, Lord, yes to your will and yes to your way. All right. And so I was talking to my spiritual mentor, and I was just telling him about how I was just, I don't want to say devastated. I was just really struggling. Because I didn't understand something. You can have your eyes open, but they can be closed. I thought that he wanted me, and I'm not saying that he doesn't, but I thought that he wanted me to continue my education so that I could be able to minister to women and minister to families and minister to children, and just marriage and family therapy, just to be the hands and feet of him in that capacity, and just really encourage the people and really strengthen the people. And I was so excited. I had all these plans of what the office was going to look like, because that's me and my mom. I was ready, and I didn't realize, and so I want to publicly apologize to you, that I was standing right in front of the ministry that he had for me here on YouTube with you ladies. And I thought I needed to do something else, and I didn't realize he gave me and told me just what he wanted me to do. I thought he wanted me to start the channel just to encourage you guys. But now when I think about it, it's more than that. And he's doing something in me, and he's doing something in you. And I'm so glad that you get to be here and a part of it with me. And when I was talking to my spiritual mentor, he said, okay, Kristy, close your eyes because I'm a seer. And he said, think about you walking across that stage. And I was like, yes, because I could see my kids cheering me on. And they were there when I got my associate. Some of them was. And so, or some of them were. And so I was like, yes, then the rest of them can see me walk across the stage again. And I was just so excited and just like praising the Lord, the Most High God, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then he said, okay, now close your eyes and see your YouTube. And I began to get like emotional because I could see you guys' faces. I could see you guys' names it was almost like my eyes were closed. But you know how we have those lives, how the comments keep coming up? I literally could see that with my eyes closed, and I could see all of your names come before me, and I could see all of your comments and your prayer requests and all the things. And there was just like, as far as I could see, just so many people. And it was just so amazing, and it just felt like home, and it just felt so good. And I was like, wow, this is where I need to be. This was more, and it's nothing wrong with it, but this was more on me and what I wanted and my accomplishments and me doing what I've always wanted to do. And the other was about advancing his kingdom and the lives that are being touched and changed and just delivered and set free and encouraged and inspired and motivated. And I was like, okay, Lord, forgive me. Here I am. And he told me to walk with you. And again, I'm like, I don't know what do you mean walk with them? And I was like, well, I guess I've been walking with them. And so I said, okay, Lord, I get it. I got it. You want me to walk with them. So the way that I would walk with this client individually, when I was done with my degree, this is what you want for me to walk with them collectively. And to continue to share. And so I said, okay, I'll do that, Lord. I will do that. And so the same day that I called my college and spoke with them and shared all the things with them, and she was like, well, da da da. And I was like, I can't, I'm crying, I've got to go. This is too much for me. And the same day is the day that Angel shared my video. It's the same day I reached 5,000. Within 2 weeks from that, I received 3 PayPals and 2 gifts. And so first of all, I got a $25 gift from Monique, and she said, y'all, I take my glasses off for the thing, and I didn't have any more contacts, so I'm sorry. She said, God bless you in your ministry. It is very needed. I was like, wow, Lord, this is, we just talked about this. And so I was talking to Gwen, and I was like, Gwen, I cannot believe it. Like, a subscriber sent me $25. And I was so happy because, you know, I don't work. I'm a homemaker and I make these videos, and I've been making these videos for 7 years, but I haven't been getting paid for the videos. And so I was like, Gwen! And I was just all excited about it. And I was like, I'm going to start a blog, da 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 da, you know, when I'm able to. And she's like, yeah, okay. And she's encouraged, like, I'll share the blog. And she's so encouraging, so sweet, so loving. All of a sudden, I see like this $, and I'm like, oh, Gwen sent me $25 as well. I was like, Lord, what are you doing right now? It was just so oh my goodness, it was so the day I don't wear makeup, but I wear mascara. Anyway, it was so encouraging to me. I was just like, Lord. And she says, for your blog. I was like, thank you, Father. And then I got a $10 cash app from Jennifer, and I was so thankful for that $10. And she said, thank you for your YouTube videos. And I was like, okay, Lord, you're my provider. Like, you got me. You see me. I'm doing what you want me to do, and you're just letting me know that you're with me. And so I had on Instagram, I had 2 people message me for my address. They were going to send me like the shirt and something else. And I was like, okay, you know, the website looks legit. Everything looks legit. Like, oh, that's fine. They're a business. Well, I never got anything, and I sent out my address. And so I made a post on my community tab, and I was like, listen, I'm not sending out my address anymore, and I can't afford a P.O. box right now. So these are the ways you can be a blessing to me if you want to be a blessing. And so I had my Amazon wish list, my Cash App, and my PayPal. And so one of the things on my wish list were some kitchen towels, because, you know, I do a cooking video with me like every single week, and I'm trying to do more with that. But yeah, I had the, oh my goodness, I didn't even get a little bag for it. Wow, that's so cute. Bumblebee towels. Okay, calm down, Christy. So one of the things that was on my wish list were these kitchen towels. And so another sweet subscriber, Kiera, said, "Hi, Christy, your channel has been a blessing and it has encouraged me in so many ways. I love your Sabbath preps. Praise Yah." And so I'm like, yes, praise Yah. Yeah, thank you. And I was so excited because I had these towels on my wish list. And so she was the first one to give me something off of my wish list. And I am just super excited because I'm about to do sourdough. Listen, I've got all the recipes, all the things to share. And I'm so excited to have this set of kitchen towels. So I'm really, really excited about that. And my sister Angel sent me some goodies, and I just had to take a minute because I really am thankful for her. Like, when I say that I love you guys, like, I really do mean it. And I really love Angel. She has just been such a blessing to me, and she is such an answer from the Lord. Like, you guys see this part of me, and honestly, this really is what it is. But there's a smaller portion that you don't see. Like, you don't see the part of me where I paid, 2 times 2 people to get help with my website, to get help with the blog, for them to do it for me because I'm not tech savvy, and they took the money and they got over. You don't see the times that I've helped others and then they go on to launch their platforms and they become 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times bigger than mine. They never mention it. They never shout me out. They never say anything about me or to me. It's like what a subscriber said, left on a comment the other day. She said, "I would cross the ocean for people who wouldn't even cross the puddle for me." And when she wrote that comment on my page, I was like, sister, like, I understand all the way. And so I have found that up until recently, for the most part, with the exception of a few people, my best friends Arlene and just a few others, I have found that it's me constantly giving and giving and loving and checking on and checking on and checking in. And it's rare that it's reciprocated. There were times when I reached out to people who had smaller channels and we were supposed to do a collaboration, and they told me they were ready, they were set, and then on the day of the collaboration, my video is about to be released or being released, and they tell me, "Oh, I can't do it," and it just made me look bad, and it just didn't feel good to me. And so I'm not going to say that I've become more guarded, but I am going to say that I am definitely using a lot more discernment in this season because I've been got over on a lot. So much more that we won't get into that. But Angel is an answer to my prayer because she understands that. She understands me. Like, she literally is my sister. We've been through similar things. And she wanted to make sure that I was prepared for this upcoming launch that I'm about to tell you about. Because she knew about it, of course. At least I think that's what she was doing. And so she sent me this Prayers for a Woman's Heart card set. Oh my goodness. It is so beautiful. It's like on the one side it has the scriptures and on the other side it has a prayer. And it is just so beautiful. And she knows how much I love florals. If I can't have like greens and whites and woods, just give me all the floral. Like, I'm a flower farmer. I love flowers. And so this was just so beautiful. I wasn't expecting anything. And this one says, "Ask and it will be given unto you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open unto you." And this is just absolutely gorgeous. And so I've already started to use it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm using it for in just a second. Because next up, I have this Grace mug. It is so beautiful. It says, "It is by grace you have been saved." And that comes from Ephesians. And I was like, Angel, like, wow, like, how amazing. And then this was like a tearjerker. My daughter has a cupcake apron and like her strap broke. And I was supposed to be fixing her strap, and I was supposed to be making her matchy daughter. I was making us mother-daughter matchy aprons because I have a sewing machine and I know how to sew, or learning to sew. And my goal for the year was to make us matching aprons. And I just could not get to it. I just did not get to it. And I felt bad because one, I said I was going to do something. I had 12 months to do it and I didn't do it. And then two, because she, loves to cook with me. She cooks and bakes with me every single day. And she's not in her pretty apron. And so Angel sent us matching mother-daughter aprons. Like, how cute is this? I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And you guys know I love my aprons. Like, I think I have 3 aprons, but one of my straps is broke on an apron. I don't know how we break these straps. I don't know if it's because I don't know. Maybe because we put these things on every single day. And we cook every single day, and we cook multiple meals every single day. And so I'm sure that has something to do with it. But I was just touched that she would send this to me, that she would be so loving and so generous and so kind. And this is not the first time Angel has just been so sweet to me. And I am just so thankful. Like, no one has to do anything for you. The fact that you took your time and your money to send me a note and beautiful towels, and the fact that the 3 of you sent, the $60 cash app, that was your money. I'm sure you could be doing something for other people in this season, but you chose to bless me. And I am so honored and so blessed, and really praying that the Most High God truly gives you double for your labor of love to me. Like, it's just so beautiful. And it was just at the perfect timing. It was like when I said yes to what he was telling me, he opened up the doors for me even the more. And so I wanted to talk about this because this brings me to, I think, the last thing that I wanted to talk about. And this is so exciting to me because in January, I am starting a private community. It's going to be called the Ladies of Grace, and it's a place where all the homemakers can gather and chat. And it doesn't have to be just homemakers. It's going to be the place where the wives, the moms, the homemakers, the people who are growing in their faith, the people who just need encouragement, can just walk together in this thing called life. And so I'm using this for that, because I have a lot of goodies prepared and in stock for you guys. So hopefully in January, the blog will be coming. Also, the community will be coming. In February, I'll be having some planners that are coming. And also in February, I should be having some candles and wax melts. I'll be moving back to my soaps and body butters and linen sprays. A lot of you guys remember Ethnic Green Living, and that's where I sold all my skincare, home care products. So that line will be up and running soon, as well as a few journals, one specifically a grief journal, because grief is near and dear to my heart because of the 2 babies that I have lost. And so I'm excited about all these things that I have to offer and all these things that I have to share. I really struggled a lot with this community. I've been back and forth with it for literally almost 2 years. And let me tell you why. I know that in order for me to have a community, there needs to be a paid membership involved. But I also know that not everybody can afford it. And I just felt so bad about doing something and there being people that wanted to do it that couldn't do it, and people who were left out because they didn't have the funds and the finances. I know to some of you guys, it's like, that is the silliest thing I've heard. Trust me, my friends already told me that. They were like, you've been doing this for 7 years for free. It's time for you to get something for yourself and for your family. So I'm just stepping out on faith here and hoping that I can work things out in a way that even if you can't afford the planner, the journals, the physical products, that maybe I can have some PDF for you, something that I can download. Also, keep in mind, none of my regular content will be changing. My regular content will be the same. For this upcoming year, I think that I am posting 2 days a week. I'll be posting the Sabbath preps on Friday, and I'll be posting another video throughout the week. But those of you who do want to walk closer with me, So I have 3 levels. And the first one is called Graced. The second one is Walking in Grace. And the third one is Lady of Grace. And so Graced, I committed myself to 1 year being subscribed to someone else's membership, $5. And so for a whole year, I paid the $5, no matter how tight things were, and they were tight at times. I paid the $5, and I honestly did not get one thing that grew my faith or touched my soul and my spirit at all the entire year. But I stayed because I made the commitment. And this is why I did that. I don't want to suggest and offer anything to you that I'm not first willing to partake of and do for myself. Whatever you hear and see on this video, it came to me first. It hit me first. When the Holy Spirit speaks and tells me to speak to you, it spoke to me before. And also during the Sabbath, I go back and I listen to my own Sabbath preps, because the Holy Spirit really does speak through those things. And I'm like, wow, I said that. And I'm like, Lord, you had me say that to the people? And they still come back and still love me after you told me, tell them that. So that's why I always say, thank you for just loving me and just letting me be free here. So for the people who can pay $5 for the month, you will be able to get the monthly live. You will be able to get access to the Ladies of Grace community, and where we have a book of the month. So we're going to go back to reading the book of the month, having a book discussion, having monthly challenges where we're stretching our physical bodies, where we are stretching ourselves mentally, where we're stretching ourselves spiritually, and we have this challenge, and it's just so fun and it's so good, because it's really things that you should be doing, you need to be doing anyway, but that people really don't want to do. And so you just have people like supporting you and encouraging you along the way so that you're not doing it alone. And of course, you get emojis and all other things, but that right there is what every single person in the Ladies of Grace community will receive. For the people who are walking in grace, they will receive all that stuff plus an additional live stream. They will receive discount merchandise. So when I come out with the PDFs and the printables and the planners and all the things, you guys will be getting discounts on those items, and the discounts will be listed. This will also be entered for monthly giveaways. Now, this is an unofficial thing because giveaways are not allowed on the community tab, but you'll be in the live, right? And in the live, I will be giving a giveaway to the people who are there. It's not a part of the membership. It is a gift of love from me to you. So the next level will also receive that, plus they will also receive snail mail. So it could be a letter, a card, it could be a postcard, it could be a recipe, it could be a prayer, it could be a small, anything that, that I want to send to you guys and share with you guys. I think this is really what differentiates between the groups, is that in this group, you actually get to have a monthly phone call with me. And in this phone call, I listen and you get to talk and you get to ask questions, or we can pray. It's your time, so whatever you want. But in this group, you do get a phone call. The first 3 months, you will get a private phone call with me. And then after that, you will be able to just go right into our group chat. And this does a couple things. We're going to be discussing some raw, real, and personal information. And I want to know that I can trust you with my ladies, because it's my job to kind of guard this thing and protect this thing. And, I'm praying for these people, the people that are in the groups, the people that are coming. And so this is just for accountability. And so I want to know who I'm talking to. I want to know what's going on in your life. And I want to make sure you're not just coming to get into our group chats, to be messy and all of that, because that is not ladylike. It's not feminine. It's not godly. It's not a habit of a homemaker that you should want or desire to have. And I don't want that in my community. I don't want that in my circle. I don't want that near me. And so once I've had my 3 months with you, then you can just go right into that community. So I'm super excited about that. And the calls will stop for me personally, but it'll just be community from that point on. But now, whether you're in a member tier or not, it's okay, because if you want to talk to me personally, that is a service that will be available from today on moving forward, where you will be able to pay and you'll be able to have an hour worth of time with me that I can just encourage, inspire, motivate, and pray for you. A single option available as well as a package. So all of this is coming soon. I am so excited to share all of this. I cannot wait for you guys to see my planner. I cannot wait for you guys to see the merchandise that I'm coming out with. I cannot wait to walk together with you guys with these new challenges, with the books of the month. I can tell you already that I have some special homemakers in mind that might be popping in to talk about their books and their products and their businesses and offer discount codes and just an extra level of excitement and support. I won't share any names, but I'm sure that you probably can guess some of the people. But I'll share more on that soon. So this is a community and a space that you don't want to miss. And here is your official invitation to come to join the Ladies of Grace community. I've shared with you guys in a few videos where the Lord told me to tell you, use what's in your hands. He asks what's in your hands. And that's the same thing that he's been spanking my butt like, Kristy, I told you what to do and you don't want to do it, because he's been telling me to talk about being a wife and being a homemaker for a while now, and I just didn't want to do it. I'm like, I don't want to say that. And so I was really walking in disobedience because I wanted to talk about homeschooling. I wanted to be that representation. I wanted you guys to know you can love your babies well. You can take care of your babies. And I'm not saying that I wasn't supposed to do that, but my season was up for that, and he was moving me forward to share other aspects of my life and other things. I'm no longer nursing, I'm no longer baby wearing. I'm still homeschooling, but my children are bigger and they don't want to be, filmed like they were before. So things are changing and I need to change with that, but I wanted to stay where I was at. And now I'm like, okay, Lord, let's move. And so now he's placed upon my heart for me to talk about homemaking and being a wife and all these things to really just help, encourage, inspire, motivate, and caution women about, all the things. So I'm just being obedient in this season, and I just again want to tell you guys, thank you for being here with me.